There. Oh, God. What the hell did I drink last night? There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Doody 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 doo. Wah 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 wah. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. You hear the crickets? That's kind of a music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. I just heard a coyote. Oh, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful. Oh, what a beautiful morning. There's that F sus, which I skipped every other time. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Way. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, yeah. Oh. An ad just popped up here. It says rugged, reliable, ready for anything. Rugged, reliable, ready for anything. It's an ad for a Galaxy watch from Samsung. But I like that. Rugged, reliable, ready for anything. Um, there was an ad. There's a chocolate bar in Germany called Ritter Sport. Ritter Sport. Ritter, like John Ritter. But it's called Sport, which, I mean, that's false advertising. A chocolate bar is not sport, but it's clever to try to sell it to you as sport. I can't think of much in the world less sporty than a chocolate bar, but they're going for it. Ritter Sport. And so they had a tagline that was like rugged, reliable, ready for anything. Their tagline was praktisch, quadratisch, gut. Praktisch, quadratisch, gut. Practical, square, and good. Practical, square, and good. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but it's a very popular chocolate bar. You can get it over here. It's everywhere. Ritter Sports. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Oh, what a beautiful evening. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, what a beautiful evening. Evening. I'm outside. I have to use my inside voice because I'm on a porch, which, as I explained yesterday, a porch is it purports to be outdoors, but it's indoors. So you got to use your indoor voice. So I can't really let it rip as much as I would like to let it rip on an F. Morning, evening. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. La da 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 da. I'm not good at plucking. Ah, speaking of plucking, my hair, I noticed. So I swam this evening. I made it to 550 strokes. So I'm on that very a thoroughly scientific approach to training and to human strength and endurance. You do a certain number of strokes one night, and then you add a certain number for the next night, and keep adding that amount every day. And then before you know it, you can swim to England. So I started at 111 the other night, and tonight I did 555 strokes. So I'm up to five. Oh no, I started at 222 because I was able to get past the 111. So I did 222, did 333. I took a day off somewhere in there. Then I did 444. Then I did 555. And again, I really think the swim on September 7th is just going to be around 800 strokes long, but we'll see. Yes, the neighbors are the coyotes. No, it's. I appreciate the idea, but I don't want to like be letting it rip. You know what I mean? Yes, Richard. There is something. There is something. Um, you have to suffer through it to some degree. Okay, this is my non-alcoholic beer tonight. It's called Klaus Haller. Klaus Haller. I really like it. Contains less than 0.5% alcohol by volume. If I let it rip, I feel like it's hypocritical because I always want my neighbors to be quiet. I don't know. All right. That was Richard Rogers and Oscar Hammerstein, or Hammerstein, the Hammerstein Ballroom. I think we say Hammerstein, Rogers and Hammerstein. What did he say? I don't know. I was very relieved, among other things, when that Evan Gershkovich was released last month for all sorts of reasons, but mostly because he's now available for interviews to explain how to say his name. Because a lot of people were saying Gershkovich, and as I explained last year, I don't like that. I don't think that's right. I think it's Gershkovich because one of his classmates was interviewed after he was arrested and explained that his name was Evan Gershkovich, but everyone kept calling him Gershkovich, which it's like Paxlovid. We talked about it. It's not. I don't think it's Paxlovid. It's Paxlovid. On the other hand, Paxlovid rhymes with COVID, so it probably is Paxlovid from a marketing point of view. Mila says she always pronounced it Steen. I think that's right, Hammerstein. Oh, Donald. Hello, Donald in Sacramento. You also drink the non-alcoholic Klaus Haller. Very nice. Um, Dad says, I think Evan is not in such good shape. I would imagine that after 8 months in a Russian prison, yeah, one would have some problems. Yeah, so I hope he recovers his strength. Mary in Chicago, hello. I can hear the cicadas behind you. They're letting it rip. That's true. We don't want to interrupt their love songs. They're wooing. They're out there in the woods. They're wooing. They're wooing the lady cicadas in the woods. Maybe it's the lady cicadas wooing the males. I don't know. But last year we had them also. I remember they were, and then I looked up that fact where you could tell the temperature by the, what was it? By the, was it by the, no, it wasn't by the volume of the crickets. You could tell the temperature by the amount of time between their chirps. I can't remember. I got to look that up again. Here's a nice song. Grab your coat and grab your hat. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Oh, by the frequency? It was by the pitch? Interesting. Can't you hear a pitter pat? And that happiness is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade, but I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If I never had a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Gold dust at my feet. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. I heard an animal, probably a quadruped, looming behind me. Oh, yeah, I have Fafi at my feet. Fafi at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worry on the doorstep. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter pat? And that happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. But I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If I never had a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet. Gold Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Got some bugs, got some no-see-ums. So I swam, and what happened was, oh, we were talking about plucking. By the way, if you look inside a harpsichord, you'll notice that the thing in a piano, the hammers hit the strings, and then there's a damper, and you can adjust the volume. That's why it's called a pianoforte. It means soft, loud. Pianoforte. So it's called a piano. It's a soft, loud. As compared to the predecessor instrument, which is the harpsichord. And the harpsichord, it actually plucks the strings. And the thing that plucks, I learned this, we looked inside the thing, I guess at a museum or at a music festival. But if you look inside the harpsichord, the thing that plucks the string is actually the claw of a bird. And it's called the plectum. The plectum. It's the plucker. So there's a plucker in there, and that's why you pluck it. When you hit a harpsichord key, it plucks it. There's no way to adjust the volume. That's why it's not a pianoforte. It's not a soft loud. It's just a plectum. It's just a plucker. That's something to think about. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. Long ago, I recommended you can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. I thought it was Dylan. Roger Miller. Okay, I don't know Roger Miller. I don't remember that reference. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. Oh, I keep getting it sidetracked. So, yes. So pluck the strings. That reminded me of plucked. And so I was in the salt water for a while today. So my hair is sort of sticking up in the shape of a flat top, which reminded me of John Tester. So John Tester, who's running for Senate, he's running to be reelected in Montana, and apparently, if you believe Feldman and others, it's a critical race for holding on to the Senate. So I wrote to Tester's office to see if they would take me on as a volunteer for a week. Oh no, Mila, I love the comments. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Very nice. Very nice. On the sunny side of the street. Oh, I think that my guests they're in a lift. They're in a ride share, and they're probably having trouble finding the driveway. Because at night here, it's very hard to. Oh, there they are. They found it. Yeah. I saw a car just driving slowly like it was lost, and so that had to be a lift. There is in Provincetown, there's an old taxi cab company. It's called Mercedes Cab, and all of their cars are like 1980s era Mercedes. It's very cool looking, and some of them are quite long, like stretches. But apparently they weren't available. Hey guys, hey, keep going straight to the corner and then make a left, and then you'll see the driveway. Oh, unless you're in the woods already. No, I think you're good. All right, that's the advantage of being outside. Oh yeah, King of the Road. Let's look up that song. King of the Road. King of the Road. It's pretty close. Trailer for sale or rent. Rooms to let for 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. All but 2 hours of pushing brooms to buy a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. The king of the road. Boy, I muffed up those last 3 measures. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. All right, well, that was a little crack at that. I got to study that song. Blah, blah, da, 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 da. It's important to, it's important. No, I'm not good at plucking. I don't know how to pluck. I strum. I've learned how to strum. It's taken me 8 months. Oh, the dogs are barking. Fafi's out here with me. She's being real chill. But Fafi, in addition to her recent injury, she has had a chronic hearing loss thing going on in her old age. So, it has its advantages. Hearing loss has its advantages. It's like Zoom calls have their advantage to in-person meetings. You can just mute people. If you have hearing loss, you can basically mute people all day long. So Fafi doesn't react when someone comes up the walk or whatever. Oh, I wanted to do that song again with Dinah. Dinah. Oh, Guinness is barking. Is that your dog? I didn't know about your dog, Mary. Neuro, you're exactly right. Neuro says 8 months is enough strumming. It's time to start finger picking. You're absolutely right. Here we go. I've been working on the railroad all my livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning. Can't you hear the captain shouting? Why is he shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Strumming on the old banjo, singing beep-fi, billy-I-ho, beep-fi, billy-I-ho, whoa, beep-fi, billy-I-ho. Strumming on the old banjo. Oh, thumb picking. Oh, thanks, Nuru. I'm appreciating the real-time instruction. Thank you, that's very kind of you. I did watch this jazz guitar player a few months ago. I think I might have mentioned it, but it was extraordinary. He played everything with his thumb. He did all of his strumming and all of his picking with just thumb. His right hand, the other fingers were just like for stability, and he played everything. It was pretty incredible. Okay, so I'm going to pluck using the thumb now. I'll work on that. Hello, Lisa. I have this non-alcoholic beer, which I'm a fan of. Brought to you by the good people at Klausthaler. Klausthaler. When you want all that challenging beer flavor with none of the fringe benefits. All right. I think there's something I wanted to discuss today. Oh, I recorded. Yeah, I did that recording today. I think I mentioned this the other day, but it's an exciting project. It's that. Yeah. Oh, I definitely discussed it. But it's the tipping point. It's the sequel. It's 25 years later. It's a quarter of a century later, and Malcolm Gladwell has written the sequel to the tipping point. It's called Revenge of the Tipping Point, and they are now producing the audiobook, and I have recorded the voices of 4 different characters in the book because, like in other book projects of his, for the audiobook, he doesn't just have one person read. He has a main narrator, but then characters. When there's, for example, if there's a moment where there's a transcript from a court proceeding in the book, he will then have various actors do the voices so that when you're listening to it, you get a kind of radio drama effect of feeling kind of the 3 dimensions of the world that's being described. So that's cool. Look up Rest Stroke Ukulele. There's a good page on all kinds of finger picking. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Neuro. Rest. Hey, Don. How you doing? Gin and tonic coming right up. We got the alcohol-free gin and tonic. You know what I discovered about the gin and tonic, which I really enjoyed? That was actually a drink I really enjoyed. And in the pandemic, I was enjoying it with too much frequency. Like many people, there was more alcohol consumption than usual, at least at the beginning of the pandemic. But what I discovered is that a lot of the experience is that delicious combination of the tonic water with lime. So if you can just create the gin and tonic without the gin. Just get some of the tonic, nice glass, some nice ice cubes, squeeze the lime. You're getting most of the. Anyway, that's my pitch for the virgin gin and tonic. The virgin and tonic. There we go. Virgin and tonic. We've just invented a drink, or not. Someone else probably got there before us. So here's one funny, interesting thing I learned while I was recording the voices for this Revenge of the Tipping Point. The book is coming out in October, and I assume the audiobook will be coming out shortly after that. But so Revenge, if you never read The Tipping Point, by the way, get it. It's available everywhere. It's sold, I think, something like 4 million copies. It's one of those super mega hit books. Actually, more than that. I think it sold 3.5 million early on. Anyway, what I learned when I was recording the voices and I sent them to the producer and I asked her, did she have any feedback? She said, so 2 of the voices were too similar, which wouldn't have been a problem had they not been in the same chapter. I wasn't aware of the fact that they were in the same chapter. So given that they were too close in proximity in the audiobook, it would have been confusing to have a voice that was too similar for both people. So I re-recorded with a higher pitch and a slightly different voice. Anyway, so I had to do a couple of re-records with different pitches and give them different options. The other funny thing was, virgin tonic, virgin fizz. You could do virgin fizz also, virgin rummy. The other thing is doing these audiobook recordings or doing any voiceover recordings without a director there. Sometimes you do it where you're on Zoom and you're recording, but there's someone there directing you. But here it was just self-directing. And then, so what you do is, it's kind of fun. You just do various options, one after the other, so that they have different options to pick from as far as like pitch or speed or accent or intonation or whatever. So it's kind of loose and fun to do it that way. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. I wanted to redeem myself because I had that really shaky start last night. Oh, Mom, you like that book? Yeah, that's a great book. I'm glad you liked it too. Here we go. I don't know if I got it. The Little Book of Talent by Dan Coyle. Oh, that sounds good. The Little Book of Talent. That sounds like a fun book. What's that about, Don? Mm-hmm. So shine on, harvest moon out in the sky. I ain't had no love in January, February, June, or July. Snow time ain't no time to lay. So shine on harvest moon for me and my gal. June or July. There it is. That's a show. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, the whistling. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, well, the whistling. See, the whistling doesn't carry that far. I can whistle without being an obnoxious neighbor. Anyway, in honor of John Tester in Montana in the Senate race out there, I'm going to try to grow this flat top another centimeter or so. The salty water in the bay really helps. Helps. I'm gonna pick Fafi up so you can say hello. Fafi and her flying taco. Oh, look at her little paws sticking out of the front. Fafi, say goodnight. Say goodnight, Fafi. Use your words. Use your words. Look at those little paws. Fafi and her taco, yeah. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. Great to see you all. And Walls killed it in Nebraska. That's great to know. All right, I'll be back tomorrow night at 9 and every night at 9. Please join. Thanks for your eyes and your ears.